When I was growing up, my parents always taught me to put family first, that blood should come before anything else. So when my dad had a stroke and my mom had to quit her job to care for him, I didn't even think twice. I started working extra hours, skipped vacations, and saved every penny I could. That's when I decided to open a savings account in my name, but it was meant for them. I told my mom, "This is for you and Dad. Emergencies, medicine, whatever you need." She cried that day. I thought I'd done something good, something right, but I was naive. I thought love alone could protect what I built. I was wrong. A few months later, my younger sister, Natalie, moved back home. She'd lost her job, broken up with her boyfriend, and was drowning in debt. My parents welcomed her back like a lost child. I was genuinely happy for her until she started asking questions. "Hey, Mom said you're helping with their finances now. That must be nice," she said one night over dinner, her tone sharp but playful. I laughed it off, unaware that conversation would be the seed of my betrayal. Weeks passed. I noticed small things. My mom's tone changed when I mentioned the account. My sister suddenly had new clothes, new nails, even a new phone. But I told myself, she must have found a part-time job. Until one night, I got an email alert from my bank. "Your account balance has dropped below the minimum." I froze. The account should have had nearly $28,000. When I checked, it had $1,242. I couldn't breathe. My hands shook. There were dozens of transactions, shopping sites, travel bookings, restaurant payments, all made by my sister. I confronted my mom first. She looked guilty. "Sweetheart, Natalie was in a bad place," she said softly. "She just needed help. We thought you'd understand." I felt the world tilt. "You let her use my account?" "The account I opened for you and Dad." "She's family," my mom whispered, tears forming. "We thought you'd forgive her. She said she'd pay it back. But she never did. Instead, she blamed me." Natalie told everyone, my uncles, my aunts, even church members, that I was the one who'd misused the family money. She claimed I'd opened that account for myself and pretended it was for our parents to look good. The humiliation was unbearable. I stopped visiting home. My mom stopped answering my calls. The one person who believed me was my father, who could barely speak after the stroke. The night I told him what happened, he held my hand and cried. That broke me more than anything. For months, I stayed silent. I wanted to forgive, but the pain festered. Until one day the bank called. Apparently, the account had been overdrawn, and my name was on it. The total debt now stood at $7,000. That was the day something in me snapped. I went to the bank, gathered every document, account statements, withdrawal slips, digital transfers. I even pulled CCTV footage from the branch showing Natalie signing my name. Then, I printed every single one of them and drove straight to my parents' house. When I arrived, the family was having dinner. I dropped the files on the table. My mom went pale. My sister froze mid-bite. "Here," I said, my voice steady for the first time in months. "This is the truth you refused to see." Then I handed my parents the final document, a court notice. I had filed a case of fraud and identity misuse against my sister. Mom screamed. Dad just stared, tears filling his eyes. Natalie begged. "You can't do this to me," she cried. "I didn't do this to you," I said quietly. "You did this to yourself." Months later, after multiple hearings, Natalie was ordered to pay every cent, plus damages. My parents had to sell part of the house to cover the debt before she even began repayment. That was the day I realized. Sometimes revenge isn't about destroying someone. It's about letting the truth speak louder than your pain. I moved out of the city soon after. I still send money for Dad's treatment, but I no longer send it to my mom. It goes directly to the hospital now. As for Natalie, she's cut off from the family entirely. Sometimes I still hear her voice in my head, crying, begging. But then I remember all those nights I begged them to believe me, and no one listened. Moral of the story: when family betrays you, forgiveness doesn't mean pretending nothing happened. It means letting go of the hurt after you've made sure they can never use your kindness against you again. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.